There's a reason why there aren't any Latinos in A Quiet Place.
Vergüenza me debería de dar, porque no tengo ni puta bolsa para basura. No tengo un puto restaurante. No voy a tragar lo que haya. Si no, vete mucho a la vez. Y no me dejas, pendejo.
And now you know. So for those of you who don't know, A Quiet Place is about a family that's forced to live in silence in order to avoid these creatures that only hunt by sound. The film is directed by John Krasinski and also stars John Krasinski alongside his real-life wife Emily Blunt. Hollywood couples working together is actually something I'm surprised doesn't happen more often. Just last week, actor Channing Tatum and actress Jenna Dewan just announced their divorce, citing conflicting work schedules. You mean to tell me Channing Tatum, who's produced over 14 feature-length films, can't get his wife a gig on one of his films? Come on, Channing, I know Jenna isn't, Emily Blunt, but damn, man, believe in her a little. No wonder you guys are getting a divorce. Anyways, I digress. A Quiet Place is marketed as a horror film, but it's actually more of a suspense thriller type of movie. Most of the scares are jump scares, some cheap, some earned. And if you've watched my reviews for any given amount of time, you guys know how much I hate jump scares. Cheap jump scares. This movie is kind of a cross between Signs and 10 Cloverfield Lane. So if you like those movies, you're definitely gonna like this one. It takes the scenery and environment of Signs and blends it in with the post-apocalyptic horror that 10 Cloverfield Lane has, and it's actually done really, really well. Needless to say, this is a silent film for the majority of the movie, so if you're somebody who likes a lot of dialogue, this movie isn't for you. Emily Blunt, however, was amazing in this movie. I really liked how they minimized her beauty by having her not wear that much makeup. Because think about it, if you're living in a world that is The Quiet Place and you're worrying about making a sound or your infinite death is right around the corner, the last thing you're gonna give a shit about is whether you got makeup on. But with that said, John Krasinski's character does have a perfectly trimmed beard, which I would assume, takes his time to groom, so maybe I'm just reading a little bit too much into things. The one who I was actually really surprised with the most was the actress who played the daughter, Millicent Simmons. She's deaf in this movie, and trust me, it actually plays a role, but I was surprised to hear that she was deaf in real life too. It's amazing to me how 99.9% of people don't have any disabilities and don't pursue their dreams, and you got this girl who's deaf, who has no reason to believe she can make it as an actress, but goes ahead and does it anyways. And she's just killing it. This movie just has so many things going for it. The acting, the music, the cinematography, even John Krasinski's directing is on point. There were a few questionable decisions. About a third of the way into the movie, Emily Blunt's character gets pregnant. I know it's a post-apocalyptic world and condoms probably don't exist, but babies make a lot of fucking noise. We talk about safe sex, but I don't think there's any more sex that's as unsafe as the sex that John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are having, because that shit is dangerous. Another thing I wish was done differently in this movie were the actual monsters in A Quiet Place. You see these monsters very early in the film and you see them throughout. I kind of wish they would have taken the route that Signs did. In Signs, you see the aliens very late in the film, and I think that this movie would have served better if they would have held off on showing the monsters so early. The monsters also come off as very CGI, and I don't really like a lot of CGI in my horror, and this one has it. And guys, just like with every other movie, or almost every other movie, there are some things you can nitpick here and there, but this is a great movie, a great time at the movies, and definitely worth the price of admission. But this movie did get me thinking, how long do you think Donald Trump could last in a world that is A Quiet Place?
You gotta see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
I give it 1-2 days max, and that's if there's Twitter. Alright guys, that'll be it. You just watched another episode of Mr. Movie Guy's Movie Reviews. This one's A Quiet Place. I recently came out with a review of Blockers, so if you haven't seen that one, go ahead, check it out. Maybe it'll be between A Quiet Place and Blockers. If you want to be scared, go watch A Quiet Place. If you want to laugh, watch Blockers. But anyways, if you like this video, please hit like. If you've watched many of my videos and you like my style, please hit the subscribe button. I don't do this for my health, so I appreciate every subscriber that I have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that said, catch you guys on the next one.